If you're like me, you already know that golf and cigars just go together. So if you want to hear more about that, stick around. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Masters and sharing a stick with you guys. Stay tuned. Welcome everybody to, in my opinion, the biggest sporting stage for golf of the year, the Masters tournament. It is the tournament that I look forward to every year. I'm not that big of a sports guy. I wish I was more, but I'm not. But the Masters is my tournament to watch. I love it. I can remember back when I watched it with my grandpa when he was still alive. I was probably 4 or 5 years old. We watched all the big names: Nicholas, Palmer, Player, all those really good golfers go at it, and it's always been a big part of my life, because that's what I used to do with my grandpa, and that's just kind of, looking back, a really fond memory of mine. The stick I'll be sharing with you guys tonight, I know one of my viewers is going to be super excited that I am reviewing this tonight, and it is no other than made by Aging Room, and it is Romeo y Julieta. Get a little bit of my Spanish flair on there, and it is the Romeo and Toro. I know Romeo Rory is going to be super pumped that I'm doing this stick tonight. It's such a cool looking cigar. This is the first time I've ever had one of these, or even been able to see one in person, and the artwork and graphics on this is just cool as heck. I'm super impressed so far. Hopefully, as I get this lit up, it will be the same way. So let's get right into it. All of the artwork came off pretty good. I'm going to leave the cigar band on for now until we get down through it, and I'll take it off later. It has a wonderful sweet smell about it. It's almost like a sweet hay aroma. I know a lot of you may think, why would hay be desirable and something I would want to smoke? It's just the way some tobaccos smell. It's actually very nice. It's just a very light, nice, dry hay aroma. Well, let's get this thing lit up and see what it's like. Here we go. To you, Romeo Rory. This is my old reliable right here. This is the Alec Bradley, the burner, and it holds so much butane fuel. If you're using it kind of in a low wind condition, it's ideal because it's just nothing but soft flame, and that is so ideal for toasting. If you get it outside, the flame is definitely going to wiggle around on you. It's going to go out. It's going to be frustrating. So if you're in, like I'm in my garage right now, and this is such a good lighter. It's got this nice soft blue flame. You can almost hardly see it. I'm trying to get a good backdrop for it. But it's so nice for that soft toasting at the beginning, just like this. Here we go. One of the things I'm noticing right away is the draw is super loose on this, which is fine. I have no problem with a loose draw. I do tend to prefer more snug draws, but that's just me. Looser draws, I really have to kind of show my constraint and really hold back so I don't smoke it too fast. As far as smoke goes, it is letting off a lot of smoke, burning very, very lovely. The wrapper has just a small amount of tooth to it, not too bad. Has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's wrapped beautifully. The retrohale has a little bit of a get you on it. It'll get you right in your nose a little bit. It has that peppery, not sting, I won't say, but it'll let you know that it's there. And by the way, I am doing a retrohale video. That should be my next video coming up here, or maybe the next one after that. I had a request by a subscriber to do that, and I would love to provide that information for you. I have some practice drills, what I think may help you if you're having trouble on trying to retrohale. It was a battle for me to start, but once I figured it out, it has been an invaluable tool on tasting cigars and really enjoying them. And it's once you learn it, it's pretty easy to do, and it really helps you to kick up that next dimension of finding out what that cigar is all about. This thing is so full of flavor, I can see why it is Romeo Rory's favorite stick. Where do I begin? It has spice, it has pepper, it has a tingle in the back of your throat, it tingles on your nose on the retrohale. It has a very wonderful aroma. It is definitely a medium to full body. That's all I have for right now. I'm going to let this thing heat up for a while, and I'm going to come back to this after I talk about the Masters for a little bit. So, like I said, I used to watch the Masters tournament with my grandpa. We used to go to New York. I've always lived here in Ohio. He lived on the outskirts, not New York City, but it was the Irondequoit area, if anybody's familiar with that. And we would go for a week or two on our spring break and some other times during the year. And we would go and do all kinds of things, but the one thing I always remember is he had that real low pile carpet, and he had one of those putter things where you could put it on the carpet and it would catch it and it would spit it back to you, and he'd be doing that constantly. I never knew why until the Masters came on, and we watched all those great tournaments. It was always on, so I was just glued to the television screen with my grandpa and got to learn about the great players, learn about Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus, and just get to see a great tournament. And every year, it's just the thing I like about it the most is even just like this year. So the first round, we get the surprise that Dustin Johnson is no longer in the tournament. He withdrew because he had just a freak nature accident and fell while he was trying to come down some stairs, I think it was, and hurt his back. And then you get like Charlie Hoffman the first day. He was like 5 or 6 strokes ahead of the entire pack, which I think they said in the first round is the most that anybody has led ever in the Masters in the first round. And then you look at the end of day 2, which is today. I'm actually recording this on Friday, and he is actually even with everybody else for first place. So anything can happen in the Masters. It never is predictable from round to round. And that's what I love about it. Everybody's just trying to do their best and win the tournament, and anybody can come from any angle and win the tournament. So I just want to wish all of you a happy Masters tournament for the week and the weekend. I'm going to be glued to the television screen on Sunday to see who wins it and who takes home that green jacket. And then I'm probably going to go out and play some golf myself. I'm not a great golfer. I get out maybe between 5 and 8 times a year, depending on how much I can afford to go out. I just have some fun. I love taking out cigars, handing out cigars to all my friends, and like all of you know with the Hump Day Cigar Giveaway, if there's one thing that I don't mind sharing, it's tobacco. I love passing out cigars. I get them for great deals online and at some shops. To me, it's just a small little token to say, enjoy this with me, let's hang out, let's have a good time, let's relax, and let's just be guys or girls. For those of you who are girls that love cigars. So if you are a golfer, I would love to hear from you guys. What is your favorite cigar golf memory, or just golf memory, or cigar memory? Feel free to post those down below this video in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. And that's really what this is all about. I mean, I could do YouTube for a variety of reasons and have a variety of things that I could be here for, but really, it's to connect with all of you guys, the cigar community on YouTube. I love doing it. In one of my other videos coming up here, I'll be talking about James from Honest Cigar Reviews. He sent me a package, and it's just about connecting with people, having fun with people, collaborating with people, and just being part of this cool cigar community that we have. One thing I will say though about golfing and cigars, this is just my own personal recommendation. I've had some, I'll call them weird experiences, and my buddy Zach that did the Speak Out, the really funny video, if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. It's the Speak Out cigar. We put it in the speak out mouthpieces, and we had a cigar together. We saw if we could do it, and I hate inhaling cigar smoke into my lungs. Zach is crazy, and he did it wonderfully. It was hilarious to watch because he kind of put it up to his teeth and sucked it in, and then coughed horribly afterwards. I felt kind of bad at the end, but nonetheless, it was a really funny video, and I enjoyed making it with him. Anyways, we were out golfing one time, and I gave him a cigar, and this has kind of been his pattern, I'll call it. So we're traveling along, and all of a sudden I look over and I'm like, Zach, where's your cigar at? And he looks around and he says, dude, I don't know, I don't have it. And so I'm like, you lost it. It's, who knows where, we can't go back and get it. And so I said, here's another one. I always bring, boatloads of cigars with me. And so I said, here's another one, go ahead and light that up, and we'll keep going. So we're playing for a while. I had finished my stick and got another stick out to enjoy. I think it was a Java or a Java Mint by Drew Estate. And no longer than about 2 holes later, I had set my cigar down in the cart, and I went up to putt and come back. In the meantime, he managed to lose his cigar, and when he was getting back in the cart, stomped on my cigar. So now I was 2 cigars down, actually 3 if you count the last one. And then I told him, no more cigars for this round. And we finished up the round and moved on. But anyways, that's just a little dirt on my buddy Zach. So I still love you, Zach. But for me, watching the Masters, getting out and golfing and cigars for me is the epitome of relaxation. The course is always, well, for the most part, if you don't have some crazy players in front of you, it's always quiet, it's always enjoyable. Having the cigar and just kind of kicking back with your guys, or kicking back with your girls, whatever the case may be, enjoying some wonderful smells, wonderful sights, wonderful friendship. That's what it's all about for me, and that's why I love golf. I'm well into, I'll call it about the second third or so. The Romeo has been a wonderful stick. I noticed that it has a lot of spice in it. It has like a touch of pepper, a lot of spice, and then on the finish, as you just blow it out or retrohale it, there's a slight earth that comes and goes. It's a very complex cigar, and it's dropped down to about a medium now. It's not a medium full anymore. Off the first light, it's heavy, but it will back off. So if that's something you're concerned about when you first light up, just keep going. It gets better and better. So if you're looking for a complex medium to medium full cigar, wonderful tastes, the Romeo may just be for you. I hope all of you continue, if you are a golf fan, to tune into the Masters this weekend. Let's see who wins. I'm super excited to see Sunday's results. Please comment below and tell me who your pick to win the tournament is. I would love to hear what all of your thoughts are, and I want to see who's right. I really don't have a guess. There's so many good players. My top 4 always have to be Fowler, Rahm, Spieth, McIlroy, and you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised to see Freddie Couples bring it home one more time. He is old, but his game is still there. He is tied in the lead right now, so go Freddie. For my sake, grab a club this year, get on the golf course, enjoy some time with the guys or the girls, and until next time, we will see you later, guys.